Okay, I don't necessarily want to talk about old man balls from the gym far too much, which I already have, but, shout out to the old dude at the gym that was just shamelessly hanging brain to do the butt floss thing. I mean, he could have at least gone to the locker room first.
Thralls! Balls! They're everywhere!
Thralls Balls, the World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Bentolas, Gershom, and Wooly. Ooh, what's up, swingers? From the TBHQ in the grizzly lands of Wisconsin, welcome to Thralls Balls, episode 82. I'm Wooly, the flippy flappy evoker, and I'm joined as always by Gershom, the sassy ass hunter, as well as by Bentolas, our resident raw-mogging rogue. Hi guys, how's it going?
Are you too high to record? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not high at all.
Oh, that's unfortunate for you.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 82.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
So they're both a little under the influence at the moment.
Bentolas is talking. That's how you know he's wasted. That's when he starts talking about.
So on today's show, we're exploring yet another new mixed drink of the week, hitting up some trivvy-triv trivia, and we're even going to look at some... Oh my god, you guys are going to suck at the trivia. And we're even going to look at some content that's coming up in WoW. So, I accidentally wrote, "Hi guys, how's it going?" in here again. I actually, before we say what we've been up to in WoW, I want to start with the mixed drink of the week, because I don't want to give you a hint, but it is time sensitive. Gershom asked me to take over the drink this week. She was going to take it, but I have it, and I am doing it. Oh, wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Before we get into them, Jesus Christ, I'm all over the place. I gotta do this. It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah! It's the mixed drink of the weekend. Before we get into it, pretend the last few minutes, seconds, whatever didn't happen. I'm the sober one, believe it or not. Before we get into it, please only partake of the mixed drink of the week if you're of legal age or legal whatever to do so. Furthermore, we're not responsible for any stupid shit that may that may befall you as a result of your own stupid shit. Anyway, we have been bringing drinks in-game to life. Whether they're alcoholic in the game or not, they are alcoholic when we make them here. So, as I said, Gershom asked me to take over this week because she had some unexpected expenditures. So, I've got it. And I am doing the Silversnap Ice. So, what do you guys think is in this?
I was actually looking. I wanted to make some. Is that where is that drink from? Is that like a Northrend thing?
I actually don't know.
Oh, okay. Because I was doing Wrath of the Lich King time walking, so if I had had the drink, which I was supposed to have the drink, I would have made something that was like Northrendy, because I'm feeling that.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I don't know if it's a Wrath of the Lich King drink, but it's definitely Northrendy.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and try it. Let's go. You said time sensitive, though?
Yep.
Okay. Silversnap Ice. Stoli blueberry, excuse me, Stoli blueberry, and is there still like a blue Mountain Dew?
There is.
Like a berry? Okay, so I'm gonna go Stoli blueberry and like a blue Mountain Dew, and some dry ice for effect, like a little poof, whatever.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Ben, what do you think is in it? The Silversnap Ice.
Alright, so it's definitely going to be a bluish flavor. So I think you're going to have a shot of blueberry vodka and blue Mountain Dew. And then in addition, you're going to open up a Smirnoff Ice. And that's going to be like the ice portion of the drink. And you're going to mix it all in and chug it.
Okay, so Ben's the closest. So how I found this is it's white in color, by the way. Because we got one of our wedding presents early, and it is a margarita glass shot set thing. And this is not a margarita, but I was looking up drinks in the game that are similar to margaritas or that mention ice or slush, and came across the Silversnap ice. And looking into it, it is meant to be an analog for the real life Smirnoff ice. However, I wanted to put my own twist on it. So what I did was I blended it up like a margarita in a margarita glass. It is blended ice and Sprite mixture with sugar on the rim and some sanding sugar mixed into the drink to make it a little sparkly. And the equivalent of, I just kind of dumped it in the pitcher, but the equivalent of a shot of vodka per drink. So you serve it in a margarita glass with sugar on the rim. And that is the Silversnap ice. Sparkly.
That actually sounds really good. Is it good? Are you trying it?
Well, somebody's got to send me off first.
No, you know what? Bent never does. Bent, you do it.
I don't know what it is.
Over the lips, through the gums, look out, asshole.
I always screw it up. That's why I never do it.
All right, over
the lips, through the gums, look out, asshole.
It is really good.
You got 3 send-offs, so you have to take 3 drinks of it. No, I'm just kidding.
That is fine with me.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
You got to get on our level, bro. Come over here.
No, hey, Shay hurt her back, so I can't get inebriated today. I have to help her hobble around the house when she needs me to.
Y'all can't, if I told you what was going down with my neighbor right now, you guys would not blame me for being high as fuck, like, at all. Do we have time on the pod? No, we don't have time. Fuck that shit.
Next week, because we have fuck ton of WoW news to talk about later.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's gonna be a long one.
Well, we're gonna talk about it after we record, then.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to know. I do want to know.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is a pretty goddamn good drink. I half expected Bent to say over the asshole, through the asshole, look out asshole, but, you know, it didn't happen. Next week, Gershom, we're going to have you take over again for next week, yeah, but if you can't, you can't. Do you know what you're doing?
Not yet. And it wasn't
right.
just, it was more like a matter, I appreciate you taking over, and I know you took over the trivia too. It really was a matter of time. It had a little bit to do with the neighbor stuff, and then also it was my kid's birthday, you guys. My oldest kid turned 10 today. Yeah.
Happy birthday, kid.
So, yeah. So we had a big old party. I had like a bunch of like 10-year-olds crawling around my house and some of their parents for like a good half a day yesterday from like 2 p.m. I think we finally got everyone out at like 11. So it was pretty good, you know, and we know how to party. We got some adults over there and the kids were hanging out and everybody was watching Grease and opening presents and singing karaoke, and it was a bomb. So
please tell me your neighbor didn't flip his shit at a bunch of kids.
No, thank you, Lord. No, I was ready. I was kind of hoping to God, like, if there's one threshold he has left, it might be that. I'll give you a sneak peek. I know we're going to talk about it off pod, I guess, but he is now officially harassing our mailman. So it's not going to be long before he implodes and the whole thing just collapses on his face. But I'll give you guys the beats later. Sorry, I digress.
Yeah. I guess we can move ahead. The reason this was time sensitive is because it's got a bunch of slushy ice in it, and I didn't want it to melt.
Yeah.
Totally. So I guess, what have we been up to in WoW? Bent, you can start it off.
We did a little bit of progress at Razagath. You know, got a couple times we got the second part of the fight, but we died shortly after, so we're gonna keep plugging away at that next week. And then yeah, I have to get my Mythic Plus done because I haven't done it yet this week. And
I've got like a big foam finger thing that you wave around like at a baseball game that says AOTC Collecting Company, and I'm ready for the announcement. AOTC. AOTC.
It's coming. They're missing a couple of us this week, myself included. That about it, man?
Yeah, that's about it.
Gershy Squirts, what about you?
Oh, okay. We're gonna talk about the video separate, right?
video, the cinematic video.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna bring that up in the news. Yeah.
Okay, it's got its own section. Okay. Well, I'm realizing with the fact that the new patch is coming on March 21st, I really need to get my ass in gear. I am literally like 800 rep away from being done with Rathian, which is gonna feel so good because I hate those darting guys. They're annoying. I have posted this on my Twitter. I said I think that they look like something from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure season 1. So if anyone knows what that is, go watch that. There's some weird like Egyptian space god dudes that are made out of rocks, and they kind of look like that. They have like that weird like Middle Eastern, vibe. I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, what I do, I farmed the shit out of those guys. I did my Wrath of the Lich King time walking. I'm like 2,000 time badges, whatever they're called, away from my next mount. So I'm just farming that for fun. But while I was farming that, I did manage to replace a trinket, like a 382 trinket, with like a 405 trinket.
Hell yeah.
It was supposed to drop blue, but then it came up and it's like item upgraded and it was purple, and I was like, fuck it. So
what'd you get that from?
That was off of that dropped for me in Forge of Souls, off the face, the Eater of Soul, the weird face at the end of Forge of Souls.
Oh yeah, the Eater of Many Asses, because it has multiple faces.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be eating like more than one ass because it has like 4 faces. So, and it yells really weird things at you. And for some reason, I don't like that fight either because it's always like interrupts Mauve Soul's face man, and I'm like, dude, my counter shot has like a 22-second cooldown. So like the leader texted me and he's like, why aren't you interrupting? And it's like, because I can only do it every like 22 seconds. Like other than that, I'm just firing at him. But anyways, I was thinking about well, you remember, I don't think Ben was here, you remember when we recorded with Aaron and Immune like several probably months ago by now? We had them on, I think it was like last summer.
We've done 81 of these before today.
Yeah, it was a while ago, but for some reason, Forge of Souls always sticks out to me because me and Aaron did one together one time where I broke my gun. Like, I completely turned entirely red in the dungeon.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and I had, like, forgotten to repair, and, like, all my gear and my gun and like all I had was my fucking pet, which thank God I had something very ferocious like a raptor or something, and I was literally just kill commanding, and that was the only way I could do anything, and just standing like 80,000 feet away because I had no armor, and I was just like, oh my God. But anyways, Forge Assaults always makes me think of Aaron. Shout out to Aaron. Fire Mage Extraordinaire and Horde Punching Bag. What else did I do? Rather Lich King time? No. And like I went to the Darkmoon Fair like one day. I kind of forgot that it was up this week. And yeah, other than that, just the same old casual shit. Just, feeling my groove. This feels really good. I do need to get my ass in gear and get my reps up faster because I'm a little bit behind on the story, but I should be able to pull that off this week, I think, once things settle down in my personal and family life. Hopefully as we ease on into the work week, things will kind of like smooth out a bit, and just continue to play and keep doing that stuff. But I think that was about it, really.
My renown levels are in the toilet right now. The highest one is fucking Centaur at 19.
Yeah, my highest is 19. It's the Veldraken Accord, and I need to go talk to Marithra and the Centaur place. So yeah, I'm about to do that, but I just really wanted to get the Rathian one over. Like, even honestly, after like tonight, I might just go grind that out. It's like 800 away, and that's like not that many keys. Plus you find those little, there's like a thing that drops called like a Mark of Sarga or a Signet of Sarga. It's one of the two. I
think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's like little pieces you can turn into the Quartermaster that give you like 50 rep.
They're pretty low drop though.
Yeah.
Or at least they were when I was doing it.
I had forgotten to turn a bunch in, which was kind of cool because I didn't realize I was like, oh, who am I supposed to turn these into? And then I finally went up to the lady, the vendor, and I was like, oh shit, I have like 22 of these. So that kind of gave me a boost. But then yeah, once my bag was like devoid of them, I did like a run to like a little farming run this morning for a couple hours. Excuse me, while everyone was asleep still, and got like 4 of them probably in like 2 hours. So they are apparently a pretty rare drop. I didn't know I had so many in my bag, so I didn't know what I was supposed to do with them. Now I know what to do with them. Oh no.
I found my vape.
Nice. You're gonna get on our level after all.
I want to stress for anybody listening, everything I have is legal in my state.
As it is here in Illinois, it's a beautiful thing. We're a
No,
free
you have the
state.
real thing legal. I have the, like, Delta
Oh.
whatever bullshit.
Oh, what, like the old like K3? It's like fake weed. You can't have like real
No, not that shit. That shit'll fuck up your brain.
Yeah,
This is,
cancer, bro.
this particular one is, what they call THCO. It's like, almost, but not quite the real thing, but it's close enough that it fucks you up, and I like it.
Word. Let's get high. All right. What did you do this week?
Weed, wicked weed. Well, I did a shitload of Mythic Plus. I seem to have gotten past my anxiety about doing that.
Oh, you got over your Mythic Plus hurdle. I still have those.
Ish.
I still only 2s. Ish, yeah.
I think the highest I've done by now is either an 11, 12, or 13 Shadow Moon Burial Grounds, so it's on the easier end, but I'm going to give myself credit for getting over it anyway. And there was somebody in there. If they weren't being rude, they were just like, can you guys interrupt more, please? And the healer of all people, who would be the one complaining about that, said, dude, I'm looking at their classes. They only have so many interrupts, and they're using them.
Why did that happen to me too? Who the fuck are these people saying like, can you do more interrupts? Like, yeah, I have counter shot and it's every 22
But you would
seconds.
think it would be the healer complaining about that, because they're the one that has to heal through the damage.
Huh? And the healer was like, no, I'm okay with this. Why are you giving them shit, basically? Or...
Yeah. And I mean, the runs turned out all right. I'm in a little bit of a bind regarding my weapon. I need to have eye level 400. I sat out for raid this week because we have been asked to get eye level 400, and if they make an exception for me for I'm 399, if they make an exception for my 1 point, then they kind of have to make an exception if somebody's 398. Well, what about me? 397? What about me? 396? What about me? Fact is, we gotta have a certain amount of damage going into this Razageth fight, and I totally get that.
Are you still maining? Are you still practicing maining on your evoker? Or
For now, yeah. Next tier, I want to go druid, partly because I love my druid, but also because that druid tier set looks fucking balls. It's
is that
awesome.
That's Volfang, right?
For now, I might rename him Dabpaw.
Grandma Slurpee
What?
Paw. I don't know. Sorry, I was doing like a daddy pudding type.
No, it's like Dab.
Nasty name.
Like
Dab
it's dab, like it's a double meaning, like dab like weed dab, but also dab like it's his in the world of Azeroth, it's his nickname, because when he was just learning how to be a druid, somebody came upon him in cat form and he was evidently thirsty, so he was dabbing his paw in the pond and bringing water up to his mouth. And then they were like, why don't you just turn back into a night elf for water? And he's like, why don't you just fuck off?
And then he went and made friends with Trilini, with Aaron's druid Trilini, who never left druid for him. I suppose if she wanted to drink, she'd just have to go stand in the water and soak it up.
But I have the name reserved. I don't know if I'm actually going to make the name change or not. But anyway, got my gear up to 399. I should be 400 by next week, so I can join in on the Razageth shenanigans. And for anybody listening who might be like, that's a weird line to draw. Well, you kind of got to draw the line somewhere if you want the kill. So that's what's happening.
And you know, all those motherfuckers that are like, hey, what about me? I'm 396. To be like, hey, bitch, I did it. You can do it. You're going to set an example. You're going to get that eye level up, and you're going to go and you're going to be there for AOTC. Yeah.
Well, not to mention...
I got my foam finger out.
Well, not to mention, it's not fucking that hard. Like, we had to shuffle some classes around. So Flurpy got his Death Knight to 70, and he caught up to some of us in gear in just a couple weeks. So it's It's not an unreasonable ask.
No, I don't think it is. I could do it too if I wanted to, I guess, but I don't want to. Anyways.
Anyway, I guess that's all I've been up to. Kind of waxed poetic for a while there. But anyway, yeah, Volfane may become Dab Paw, and if Void Elf Druids ever become a thing, I'm changing without a second thought. Just imagine a shadowy kitty cat disappearing and reappearing like 10 feet to the left or something. So cool. Anyway, I guess we can move on to the WoW news now.
Time for WoW news, motherfuckers.
Daddy pudding.
Okay, I wanted to hit that button because I thought
There's
it'd
the
be
bumper
fun.
I was looking for. There it is.
I will never take that off of here.
You'll
okay.
never say it in English words either. That's your version of saying it.
Yep.
I just say daddy pudding, like it just rolls off the tongue so nicely, you know, like daddy pudding.
He doesn't even play that character right now. Okay, so he's not even playing Grandma Slurp anymore. So we have an official.
Who's he playing? Sorry, who's he playing?
It's Death Knight. I forget his Death Knight's name.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'll stop interrupting you. Sorry. News.
Flurbosaurus.
That's right, Flurbosaurus.
There. I was like, it's not Moist Mima, is it? This guy's getting too much credit on our fucking podcast. Get out of here, Flurpy.
Moist Mima. Oh
let's
my fucking god.
Can we talk about the news instead of Daddy Pudding, please?
Well, I really hope that doesn't end up being the show title, but it might. Okay, so we have an official release date for patch 10.0.7. It is coming on March 21st. That is 9 days from the day we record. So basically from this coming reset, you've got about a week. And that date is NA. So EU and Korea, I think, you'll have it on the 22nd. I actually don't know how they run it in the Asian servers. But Blizzard gave us this handy little infographic with what we can expect in the patch. And just for a reminder, we have that Zscara Vaults, or is it Scara? I don't know. That is where we dive into open treasures and kill shit. And I don't know exactly how it works, but there's little things in there you can do. And I was going to go on PTR and check that out. Never did. Oh well. In there, you have an upgradable ring you can get called the Onyx Amulet, and I want to remind everybody we are still in Season 1, so by no means is this required, so quit your bitching. Elsewhere in the patch, we will have Orc and Human Heritage Armor. We're going to get some new dragon riding talents and customizations, such as, customizations, the fucking best Drake there is, the Highland Drake, only gets 2 more and they're very subtle. But the dragon riding talents, remember, you're going to be able to suddenly stop and then pick your speed back up.
What? You're going to be able to like pump the brakes while you're dragon riding finally? So they're working on that? Oh, yeah. That's going to be sick.
But you can't like hover there.
But you can like stop real quick and look for something maybe and then keep going.
Yeah, exactly. Huh. And actually, I'll get to this in a little bit, but they revealed 10.1 as well, and Steve Denuser, I think it was, said in an interview that we'll be able to recharge vigor by skimming along the ground can still go super fast to recharge it, but if you're not going fast enough, you can skim along the ground to get it. It'll be cool. But we're talking about 10.07 right now. So there are a few class reworks. I think the Shadow Priest is getting reworked, and I don't know if they're happy about it or not. I don't play a Shadow Priest, so I didn't care enough to check. There are going to be new classes getting new races getting the Monk class, Goblin, Worgen, Lightforged, Draenei. I don't know if there's any others that didn't have it, but everyone gets monks. Recruiter Friend is going to have some new goblin-themed rewards. I think there's a shredder kind of mount-looking thing and some armor, like a cosmetic appearance. New catch-up gear BOA tokens. I am positive this has been talked about, but I have not heard of it until now. And then there's quests and rewards with the Winterpelt Furbolg, who I've also not heard about until now. Now, the coolest part of this is they gave us a cool little cinematic featuring the newly freed remaining incarnates as well. So you see Veranoth and Iridikron and Feroc. You see them flying around, but then you also see them in fucking humanoid form. I didn't think they would have one.
Yeah, those visage forms were crazy. Man, we'll talk about this later. Never mind. Sorry, go ahead.
And like, I like that they made them look elemental and not just like, oh, this one turned into a shitty little Volpera or something like that. But I will say, Veranoth looks an awful lot like the Winter Queen, and I don't know if they just reused the model and added some extra stuff to it, because Iridicrons and Ferox are reused versions of... Feroc, I think, is a Trolls. Iridikron is What's-His-Nuts from Shadowland and Meldraxxus, and they added shit. So I don't know. I really don't know. But the internet conspiracy theorists are going wild. What did you have to say about all that? Because I know you had something.
I had, like, my first thought was how much that chick looked like the Winter Queen.
Yep.
And then, like, fucking Immune, shout out to Immune. Just kidding about, I love you and everything. He knows that. I'm a stan for him. But he was like, I don't know how people are saying she looks like the Winter Queen. I don't see it. And I'm like,
he doesn't see it?
No. In the last episode that they recorded, he said that he didn't
I haven't
see
listened
it. He
to it
thought
yet.
everyone was like freaking out about it. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of with you. I'm like, is this on purpose? Is this some sort of like creature that existed? It's all, there would be no crap. Like, I wouldn't even know how to begin theory crafting this. Like, I would not know how to like tie the threads between primal elementals and gods and the Loon and the Winter Queen. I would have no idea how to do that. I think you'd need like a djinn or somebody to do something like that, or like an ally, like a very like lore servant of lore type of person, which I am definitely not. But I just thought it was interesting overall. I think in general, I think it's cool that their visage forms were so shockingly different, and I think it would be cool moving forward if your visage form was a little more customizable. Like, why are all the Drakthir have to be like, aren't they all just like elvenish looking sort of creatures, right? Like,
yeah, a lot of people really want to look like orcs and shit, and I think that's fair.
I think that'd be fun. I don't know how they would institute that into the game, but I'm just throwing it out there. Ian, if you're listening, that's totally cool. Because Ian Hazakostas totally listens to our program. But I think it'd be fun to see the visages be a little more customizable. But that's cool. In general, it was fun to see it, and it got me perked up for the patch. So Bentolas, yep. What did you think?
The cinematic was pretty cool. I think the primals are they might turn out to be some pretty cool villains. I thought Rezagath was a good boss.
Honestly,
it's funny though. I was thinking like how it's funny how like the Earth person in both groups, like they always turn to as the leader.
Yeah, Iridikron's clearly the leader here. Sorry, didn't mean to talk over you.
No, I just said like that's like it's just crazy how it's always a black dragon fight. So, yeah, I'm looking forward. I think that the ring will be cool, gives people something to do, but it'll be also optional because you could just get rings elsewhere. Looking forward to the next raid. I think they announced who the final boss is, right?
Yes, it is Sarkareth, the leader of the Sundered Flame Drakthir. That's
kind of 10.1 though, right? The new raid.
Yeah, we haven't gotten that far yet. But yeah. So I want to touch on this thing about the models for the humanoid forms. I honestly, truly believe it's just Blizzard reusing assets so they can get the really cool, by the way, job done quicker, so that they don't have to put as much into it. And I'm okay with that. And it is because of this cinematic that I feel like the Primal Incarnates are the most engaging and the most compelling villains we have seen in WoW in a very long time. I am very excited.
I think it's nice to see some bad guys roll up and you're like, what are they doing? Like, it's a mystery. Like, as the story unfolds, it is very engaging. I agree with you. I have a quick question though. What's his name?
Iridikron.
That's the leader one that had like the no teeth that was like blowing the dudes up with like his hand. He was like, "Wah," and he would like charge his hand and boom, like blow all the bad guys up, right? In the video,
yeah.
The leader of them. Okay.
They each used their own element against them. If you notice.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't actually notice that. So what were you saying?
Well, Iridikron is like an earth elemental proto-dragon, right? So those fucking things attacking them were, and by the way, let's try to be light on the story spoilers here, but those like earth things that started attacking them were made of earth, so he was able to fuck them up. Farak was able to take out some fiery ones because he's all fiery, and Viranoth was able to take out some frozen ones because, I don't know, ice.
I totally did not notice that. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. But just to rope it in for a sec, which is totally not normally my style. Was Iridikron the one where Alexstrasza was like, don't, like, because they were telling not Netherian, what's his name, Rathion. He's like, who are they? What happened? And she was like, and someone said like, if Iridikron ever breaks out of jail, and Alexstrasza was like, oh my god, don't even say that. And that was him, right?
Yeah, and actually, okay. I don't know if you noticed, but like around his stomach area, there's this like glowing yellow thing, and there's straps holding his torso together. So I think like there's something in there about Iridikron's hunger or whatever. I think they might think he could turn into another Galakrond, but I could really see him saying, fuck that, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
I don't think we need anyone eating more proto-drakes, but we'll see what happens.
You know, actually, speaking of, it occurred to me earlier today as I was driving home, if Galakrond was eating proto-dragons whole, that meant he was eating every single part of them, bones and all, which means he was also eating all the poop in their butt. So Galakrond is actually the shit eater. And if he smiled after he ate a proto-dragon, it would be a literal shit-eating grin. The Galakrond shit-eating spectacular. Okay, so we can move on from 1007. As we've already spilled the beans on, Blizzard has revealed 10.1 and some details. They didn't explicitly say when it's coming, because duh. But there is a brand new zone for us to explore, and it's called Zerelek Cavern. We think it takes place, it is under the Dragon Isles, and it's pretty large. I saw a map that kind of superimposed it over, and it looks like it's a sort of biggish circle dead in the center, but doesn't take up the entire size of the islands. Within there, we find the new raid, Aberrus, the Shadowed Crucible, which, from what I understand, was where Netherian did a bunch of his experiments, and in there is where he turned to the old gods for the first time. We do know about this. I don't want to spoil much, but... Oh, and by the way, I'm relaxing the whole don't talk about PTR thing, like, a little bit. We don't give story spoilers, but if there's something cool that isn't in the game yet, we're going to talk about it, motherfucker. So within Aberrus, we know Sarkareth is the final boss. Again, that is the leader of the Sundered Flame Drakthir. Interestingly, we do not have a Primal Incarnate boss in there. So we're going to see what they're up to. And tier sets have been previewed already, and the Druid one looks fucking mint. The Priest one looks awesome. The fucking Warrior one looks awesome. They did a great job with this one. People aren't thrilled about the Hunter set, though, and I don't really get why. I saw it. I think it looks coul.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna have to go check that out. And speaking of Hunter sets, I don't know if I said this last week or not. I don't think I did, but I kind of have to like put an egg on my own face because I went back to check out the tier set that I was mogging for this tier for right now, like in the, what's it called, like the whatever the catalyst system is right now. I always forget what it's called. Where you go like upgrade your stuff or like mog your stuff out. Where I was having like trouble with my stats and stuff. Anyways,
the inspiration catalyst, I think it's
is
called.
Is it inspiration catalyst? Yeah, I always
revival
forget like
catalyst.
the word, the catalyst
revival.
system.
It's revival.
Okay. Yeah. Egg on my face though, because that set looks better than I thought, and it actually looks really good with the Rasbo. So I have like 2 pieces left for that, and I'm gonna finish that up too. Hopefully, speaking of getting my ass in gear, we'll get that done too. I may have to do a few more mythics to get the pieces to mog them back, but yeah, that's part of my plan too.
Cool. So also in 10.1. Really season 2, but it'll be in 10.1, so same thing. We are getting new Mythic Plus dungeon rotations, which we all expected. The old dungeons that are going to be cycled in, and we're going to be waving bye-bye to the dungeons we're doing now. Excuse me. The old ones are Neltharian's Lair from Legion, Freehold and Underrot, both from Battle for Azeroth, and Vortex Pinnacle from Cataclysm. And then, we're in the current expansions dungeons. We have Halls of Infusion, Brackenhide Hollow, Uldaman, Legacy of Tyr, and Neltharis. Not looking forward to Neltharis because that takes for fucking ever.
That is the longest dungeon I've done in this whole thing. Like, Halls of Infusion is my favorite. I would queue for that, like, all the time. Like, outside of doing my weekly heroics, if I needed anything else from heroics, I was just specifically Halls of Infusion. So easy. Unless someone fucks up the frogs. Someone always dies on the frogs, especially in Mythic Plus. It starts getting nasty with that stacking poison with the frogs in the Halls of Infusion. But other than that, I love that dungeon.
Yeah, I've done it like twice, so I barely remember the frogs.
Oh, I've done it like 18 times just because I like it. So like when I was farming Primal Chaos, I was just like, oh, heroic Halls of Infusion, let's go. Like, I've done it a lot.
And I'm gonna be honest, I have not done Neltharis since beta, so I don't remember shit from it other than it takes a long time. Oh, and then also, I almost missed this. In Season 2, in 10.1, they're updating some systems, which does include cross-faction guilds, which are now on the 10.1 PTR and is being tested. Yeah, that's right, 10.1's on the PTR. So, I don't know how long we're going to end up waiting for that. Other systems updates include, well, the only other one I want to touch on. They are improving some elements of the UI, specifically the UI editor, and this, I'm just going to read the blue post. Cast bar now has an option to show cast time. Nice. The mini-map size can now be adjusted.
Thank you, Lard, because it's so fucking huge.
It is. That's what she said. The looking for group I has been added to the micro menu frame, and its size can be adjusted. Raid frames will now show more buffs depending on the size of the frame, up to a maximum of 7, and was previously kept at 3. Although, if people use UI add-ons, they're probably not dealing with that anyway. Frames should no longer drag other elements that weren't manually snapped to them. The experience and reputation bars have been renamed to more generic status bar 1 and 2. I don't like that because I'm going to forget which is which, and it's going to piss me off. But will still be labeled experience bar for leveling characters. And added a / command for accessing edit mode / edit mode. That's a nice little quality of life improvement right there.
I like the edit mode thing. That's dope because, oh my god, by the time you like open and like the menu still seems sort of confusing to me because I don't use it a lot. But when I do go into it, I'm like, oh my god, even to turn my sound off, I feel like I used to open it and be like, turn off sound, and it was right there. Like, I don't know, the new UI mode is kind of weird. So that's pretty dope. You don't have to like click through a bunch of stuff to like find what you're looking for, hopefully.
Other updates coming. We're getting new Dark Iron Dwarf customizations. There's 4 new skin tones, and I don't know much about the existing ones, so I don't know how similar or different these are, but they range from very light gray to more like a muted brown gray, and then a darker brown gray, so sort of ashy. And there's new hair colors coming. There's purple, there's like a blue-black, a light brown, and like a blue-gray.
Aren't they gonna start doing something where like humans are gonna be able to start having like rainbow hair if they want, or like blue hair and stuff like?
Yeah, I don't think we mentioned that last week, but that
Just,
I don't know what
Just
patch that's in.
I don't know either. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I just feel like that's just another one of those things for me. It's like, can everyone just have everything? Like, I kind of wanted to make a Kultiran man who could wear a dress, and I wanted to give him like a blue mohawk and name him Fat Mike, you know, after Fat Mike from NoFX. I was like, and I didn't have. I was like, why can't you have blue hair? And then right away they were like, oh, coming soon. I think all the humans and Kultirans, I don't know. I don't know if it's like all the hair colors are going to be available to everyone. I'm not sure, but that would be dope.
I yawned. I'm sorry. It's been a long weekend so far. There's new Nightborne customizations coming too. 5 new hair colors: dirty blonde, dark teal, reddish, brown, black, and like a platinum blonde. And 3 new eye glow colors. So there's yellow, green, and purple. Worgen, whatever. They're getting an update to their racials. I don't necessarily see our buddy Aaron, who plays a Worgen mage, using this a lot because he likes to stay in Worgen form. But they're modeling something after what the Drakthir have been able to do. You can automatically trigger human form after combat, and this is optional. It comes in the form of a new racial called Calm the Wolf, which toggles the option on, very much like the Drakthir's chosen visage. Jesus Christ. So if you toggle it on, then when you exit combat, you'll turn back into a regular old human. So that's pretty dope. That's something I really wanted when I was playing a Worgen, so happy for past me. There's a new Dragonriding Mount coming in 10.1. It's called the Winding Slither Drake. Sort of looks like a cross between a Highland Drake and a Cloud Serpent. And actually, if you want to really know what it's looks like without Googling it itself, look at the Heart of the Aspects mount.
I was gonna say, is it look anything like sometimes when you actually have to use flight points, like I know some people still use them to go like flying across the entire Dragonlands. Like obviously you're gonna use like a flight point, but there's those weird kind of like worm looking with like the red flaps coming off their back. And is it one of those, or
I don't really know what you're talking about. I don't use the flight points very often. Okay. When I do, it's like from Veldraken somewhere, and it's usually just a red drake.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, it's basically the Heart of the Aspects mount, just with more natural looking colors than like a glowing gold. So, as we alluded to before, and this is the last piece of news we have here, there's also going to be a new Dragonriding ability coming in 10.1 called Ground Skimming, where, as we said before, you can regain vigor while skimming near the ground instead of zooming by super quick, which is how it is now. So you can do both of those. It's a hell of a lot better than just sitting on the ground waiting for it to recharge. And you can unlock that by collecting new dragon riding glyphs that'll be in Zerlek Cavern. I'm sorry, what?
This is gonna be my new favorite mount. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to interrupt. I'm the worst right now. This thing looks fucking sick.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks rad. And it looks nothing like the fucking flight path mount that I was thinking of at all. This is gonna be my new favorite mount, bro. This is crazy. It looks so good.
Yeah, it looks really cool. All right, let's move on to the question of the week.
Question of the week.
It's the question of the week, and last week we asked you, what is happening in alternate Azeroth right now? Wrong answers only. Although, some people gave right, like, what they actually think, and we also sort of left room for that, so... Ben, you want to read Travis's first?
Sure. Sorry, I'm just eating a cookie real quick.
Okay. Well, I'll read Aaron's, and then you can... Oh, wait, you're good? All right, go ahead.
If I learned anything listening to this podcast, right now an alternative Azeroth, Rathian and Anduin are declaring their love for one another and teaming up to rescue Malfurion from the Shadowlands. That's not what happened.
No, that's gonna piss him off.
I feel like he might have said that specifically to piss you off because he knows you hate Malfurion. The Shando.
Shando. Sorry. Before I read, Aaron's gonna tell you guys real fast. One of the songs that. Okay. I'm sorry. Did you guys listen to Morally Grey back in the day at all?
A little bit.
Oh, okay. So there was this joke where they started calling Chandra's Feathermoon Shandy D, because they were doing the Sandy D from Greece. And so last time my girls were doing like Greece karaoke at her party, and they were like, "Look at me, I'm Sandy D," and I was just like, "Oh my god," I'm sitting there like, "Holy shit!" I just kept thinking about Chandra's instead of Sandy D, and I'm like, "Oh my god."
There is a parody in there somewhere.
Oh, 1,000%.
I'm not making it, but it's in there.
Why? Can I write it and you'll sing it?
It's for a female voice, so.
Fair enough. I can't. If you give me a big enough basket, I could carry a tune. Maybe something we could work on together. Anyways, Aaron says, Yarel the Redeemer and her righteous love slave Garrosh Hellscream are stomping on orcish children. 10 for each one Draenei killed.
So bad.
Awful.
They're
so
kids,
awful.
Man. Ludovic said...
Thrall's Balls does not support stomping of children, just so everyone knows.
Yes, especially orc children. Ludovic says, in alternative Azeroth, Sylvanas and Nathanos have settled down, adopted a few undead pups, and are just unliving their best life together. And I kind of wonder if they would even be undead. Because didn't the Scourge come around because of something Burning Legion, something complete? I don't know.
Well, we were talking about this a bit in the Discord at all. thrallsballs.com.
Yep, join Discord, thrallsballs.com.
Yeah, I think it was you and I and maybe a couple other people were talking about, I think Ludovic was in there too, about if the orcs hadn't invaded, because Ner'zhul was, the original, scare quotes, Lich King. And if the orcs hadn't invaded, then there would have been no Lich King presence on Azeroth, and maybe that never would have happened. Like, he wouldn't have passed it on to Arthas, and he wouldn't have killed Sylvanas, and maybe she would just be alive with Nathanos, chilling over there at Maristead with his cute nephew or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, weird.
With his
weird thought.
Ugly, lumpy head. Also, I'm not going to let that get away. You tried to say air quotes and said scare quotes, and I think that's funny.
No, I did. I said it as a joke.
Oh.
I did it on purpose.
Okay. Somebody, I forgot where we are. Somebody read Slide Whistle.
I got it. So Slide Whistle says, I know this just blew my fucking mind. There is peace in alternate Azeroth. The bloodthirsty orcs never invaded the precious human lands, so these invasive species weren't able to reproduce rapidly and provide the Horde with fodder for an army. The Horde was never formed, Azeroth lived in happiness, and the orcs hopefully died on the planet where they ran out of resources. And then Aaron responded to that and said, think how nice the world would be if the orcs just did their little starving to death thing in peace.
Jesus
it's pretty
Christ.
harsh. I think I told him on the Discord, I was like, that's not a very gamery thing to say. That's awful.
I don't know. Gamery things are kind of toxic.
I know, it's kind of horny. No, Aaron would never be toxic. They're just being silly. It's an interesting concept, though. I think most of these are interesting concepts, yeah.
Thrall's Balls is definitely a Horde podcast, even though I play Alliance right now. That's because of Proudmoore, all right? Shut up. I guess that was it for the ones other people said. Ben, I put yours in here if you want to read it.
Rathian and Andion get married because of course they do. They're in love. All the sexual tension. Anyways, Terrellian goes Hitler on those who don't believe in the light.
Jesus.
And Rathian and Anduin would have to kill him. And then finally, Malfurion will get stabbed by Tyrande, and he dies because he awakens from his little dream to find Archdruid Staghelm, Bro Brer Mantle, and Archdruid Rune Totem running train on Tyrande, and he gets really upset. because she didn't know Tarande was into Tauren penis.
Oh my lord.
Wow, like she's the only one running around singing praises about Tauren dick. Are they big?
I would imagine. I mean, ask Bane. He sat flat on his ass for 2 years. He had to have played with it at some point.
God, Jesus. They say hung like a horse, start saying hung like a Tauren.
Hung like a ball. Something, something, something. Gersh, you put a few different thoughts in there, so I didn't know which one you wanted me to put in. So
no, I'm okay. Yeah, no, I got mine. It's so after like some serious like super stone typing and kind of thinking on my feet, I said, okay, so instead of a sword, Sargeras puts his actual dick in the Azurite. The wounds! Champion! Bentolas, say the wounds the way you say it. Are you too high? The wounds. And finds pieces of Yasarj and has nasty shot babies that completely overrun Azeroth and we all die. Boom. Game never exists. And I have a college degree and a life.
Oh my god. Personally, I think what's going on in alternate Azeroth is Lane ended up getting some kind of medal for being such a good king, and then Varian grew up actually pretty privileged instead of, seeing a bunch of bad shit from orcs and whatever. And so he turned into a giant douchebag, even though he already had been kind of a giant douchebag. And then meanwhile in Lordaeron, because the Horde never came, so the Burning Legion never came, so the Scourge never formed, Arthas actually eventually became the king of Lordaeron, but then he was publicly disgraced when they caught him whacking off into the fountain in the middle of the city. Yeah.
So when Uther said, are you going to piss on your dad's ashes too? He's like, nah, I'm just going to nut on him. But there were no dad's ashes because he didn't kill his dad, right?
Yeah. Right.
Or maybe he went to his dead dad's graveyard and nutted on that.
And then
whatever
Gilneas...
whatever would have happened to Invincible? I think Invincible would have just been like an old, proud, like 25-year-old horse like they do.
Well, Invincible's legs might have still broken, wouldn't they? Because like he was just kind of riding around when that happened. He was like a human teenager boy when he did that. That had nothing, that just had something to do with him being like a fucking ignorant little piece of shit kid who shouldn't have been riding his horse in a fucking ice storm. Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
So I kind of made that up on the spot, my answer, and usually my answers involve poop or masturbation when I come up with them on the spot, so I apologize, Jesus. I'm sorry. Anyway, new question for next week. What other colors or features would you like to see implemented for Dragonriding mounts? Like, what kind of color scales would you like to see? Because I want more of them. Like, I want purple, for example. You can answer...
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you would say in the Discord.
Purple.
I'm like, Wooly wants purple.
It's my favorite color.
I know.
So you can answer that question on our social medias, and I swear to God, this week I'm actually going to put a TikTok up. You can answer on TikTok, Instagram. I'm going to put an Instagram up too, because I never fucking do that. And on Twitter. So at TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, we're all at ThrallsBallsPod for the show. You can answer an email, thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. Or the fun way, you can answer in Discord by going to thrallsballs.com, and it'll zap you into the server. We had somebody just join the server the other day. I shout out to you, YEW.
I was going to say thank you, shout out to you as well, Wooly. No, I'm just kidding. We're talking about you. You, the character, yes. There were a lot of memes being posted that involved the word you.
Oh my God, my jingles did not save and my trivia bumper didn't go. Okay, but it's on there now. So you guys ready to find out who's the head of the class? If either of you, because inebriation.
I am totally fine, dude. Ben's the one who says he can't get out of this chair and he might shit his pants. Yeah.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready.
And you're ready to go poop, or you're ready to answer trivia?
I'm ready to kill on trivia and win.
I would say that the slurring indicates his level of inebriation.
Indica 8.
Indica couch. All right, here we go.
Oh, they're adult to 0.
What?
They're adult to 0s, yeah.
Well,
Anyways,
yeah, but oh, yeah, I see what you mean. All right, here we go. Head of the class and eater of ass. Anyway,
What is this?
all right, so it is the head of the class and the eater of ass. And to be crowned with that title, you need to score 80% or better in our little test that we give. And that is 10 trivia questions. You need to answer 8 of them correctly. You can only miss 2 of them. But even if you cannot score 80% or better and we're halfway through, we keep going. Usually we have a theme. I took over the trivia this week and decided not to include a theme. So how this usually runs is these two send me their answers in Discord to keep them private until we're ready to say who won. So there may be sort of gaps here and there if you're listening on YouTube anyway. I'm recording this video style this time, except no cameras, so lick my balls. Anyway, without further dudes, let's get rolling. Question 1. What is the name of the spider boss in the Firelands? Oh, holy shit, Gershom got it.
Oh, holy shit. Thank you for your
No, I
thing,
didn't
dude.
mean like that.
I don't know.
I meant because it's kind of a kind of an
reference.
it's an obscure question is what I meant.
I was surprised. I was like, oh shit, I know that bitch, because she was actually kind of hard to even solo.
Don't say it. Bent
Oh,
has
sorry,
an
did I
answer.
say it?
You came close. Bent, do you
Okay.
have an answer? Are you fucking Googling it? Where'd you go? Oh, he's typing.
I almost slipped. Shit, I gotta be careful.
Bent's answer is IDK. So, Gershom got it correctly. It is Bethtolak. Woo, boo, 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 boo. Question
Can't
2.
Can't believe I got a trivia right. We're gonna keep this hot one today.
How many bosses are in Ulduar? All right, you both missed that one. It is 14. There are 14 bosses.
Dude,
Yes,
I was
you were
about
off
to
by
say that.
1. You were
Oh
off
my
by
God.
1.
Fuck you. What did Ben say? Not
He
fuck
said
you.
9.
9? No, because Ulduar is long. I couldn't even remember all of them. I'm like, there's an ass ton. It's like 13 or 14 if I
It's
remember.
14.
Ah.
Okay, this one's kind of easy. In which zone can you find the Crucible of Storms raid? All right, waiting for one answer, but I can tell you, Gershom, yours isn't correct.
I know. I tried. I couldn't remember. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of something else. My bad. That's fine.
So we're looking for the zone that you find the Crucible of Storms raid.
It's in foot. God damn it! I wish I could change
No,
my
no,
answer.
no, 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 no,
No, I
nope,
can't. I know.
Bent
I'm
has
gonna
not
say it.
answered yet.
I'm not gonna say it. I remembered where it is right now, and I feel stupid.
Bent, did you go poop?
No, I know what the answer is because I know what the island's called.
You just can't remember the name of the zone.
Do. Oops.
I don't know what's playing in the background at your house, but it sounded like an old man gargling balls.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. The girls are watching YouTube in their room, but my door's closed. I don't know.
I really
There are
hope they're
Actually,
not
I was
watching.
gonna say there's no old men gargling balls, but you know, my neighbors, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That was borderline right there. That was
That's close. I got it pretty close. I got my toes right up on it.
Oh, Bent seems to have remembered. Let's see what he types. He said Eureka with an exclamation. Never watched the TV show, but I have heard the exclamation. All right, Bent got this one right. Gershom, you said Suramar. Bent said Storm Song Valley, and it is Storm Song Valley. So, that is 3 questions deep. We are 1-1 here. Which
that's the Vrykul place, right? Stormheim or like
no, Storm Song
okay.
Valley. It is the topmost alliance zone from BFA in the Kultiran Islands.
Oh, I was totally wrong. I was thinking of Legion for some reason. Fuck me. Jesus
yeah, I mean,
Christ.
Crucible of Storms was one of those shitty 2-boss raids, so. All right, this one might be kind of tricky. I don't know. Karazhan is located in the Deadwind Pass zone. Name 3 of the 5 zones that Deadwind Pass borders. Okay, you both answered. You actually, you gave different answers, but you were both correct. So, Bent, you said Red Ridge Mountains, Duskwood, and Blasted Lands. Gershom, you said Duskwood, Stranglethorn, and Blasted Lands. You are both correct. You both get a point.
I think the only reason I know that is from mount farming. So like when I do it, which I haven't done in a long time, my route is to go to Zul'Gurub, which is in Stranglethorn Vale, and do like the Zul'Gurub dungeon over there. And then I come out and I jump up and I fly over to Karazhan, and I know I fly over like Duskwood too on my way there. So I kind of know that whole little like area just from mount farming because I go to Karazhan for the mounts too.
I want to point out something. These first 4 questions, if there were an Azerothian phonetic alphabet, they dealt with Firelands, Ulduar, Crucible, and Karazhan. So I deliberately made those first 4 questions spell fuck.
Beautiful.
Question 5. What raid can be found in the zone Zangermarsh? Note, I don't say Zanger C. This is from Burning Crusade.
Shit. I'm DMing you, so I'm like, I'm so close.
You can
so close.
You can redo that if you want, because one word doesn't an answer make, I suppose.
No, I know. I was like thinking on my feet and typing it out. Give me a second.
You also spelled fuck wrong. You spelled it like fike.
Fuck!
Okay, Gershom, you said Coilfang Reservoir, and Bent, you said Serpent Shrine Cavern. The correct answer is Serpent Shrine Cavern.
God damn it. The Coilfang's the dungeon. There's right? Or like,
I think that might just be the name of the area. I don't know. It might be a dungeon.
No.
So
Serpent Shrine Cavern, you fight what's her face in there? And I remember I farmed that helm forever. Ashara, right?
No, not Ashara.
Not
fucking
Ashara,
the Naga chick.
Yeah, the other one.
It's from fucking she was in Shadowlands. She was in Maldraxxus. The fuck was her name?
Lady Vash.
Yes, Lady Vagina.
Vag. Yeah,
Lady Vag.
But she dropped the mod for Hunter said it was the head, which is always the hardest one to get. And like also when I first started solo farming that fight, it's kind of hard. I did that a lot. I can't believe I forgot the name of that, but that was years ago. Yeah, I finally did get the helm, and I was like, "Bye, bitch. See you later."
So, Question 6, and at this point we are standing 2-3, which means we've put 5 questions out there. Bent has missed 2 of them. Gershom has missed 3. So Gershom, unfortunately, this is not your week to eat ass. Bent could still make it. It would be the first person to continue a reigning championship 2 weeks in a row, but we shall see.
Man, you're only supposed to get your ass eaten on your birthday, not every weekend.
Birthday? What the fuck?
I don't know. I just didn't think he was going to eat ass every weekend, but we'll see what happens.
Gives new meaning to the term birthday cake. Yeah!
Chocolate cake and a little bit.
Y'all are nasty. All right, question 6.
Good news, nobody's moist Mima is the fucking name of the episode. I lost my spot. Okay, question 6. In which zone can you find the entrance to the Bastion of Twilight raid? Bent, are you Googling this shit?
I was about to accuse him of cheating because
I always
not.
lower through the zone when I do Cataclysm.
Yeah, you both answered correctly. It is Twilight Highlands.
That's actually one of my favorite zones. I used to like that raid. I did that one for the rep grinds too. I like that place a lot.
I had high hopes for Bastion of Twilight back in Cataclysm, and then the guild I was playing with at the time could not get past the second boss. So that was unfortunate.
Was that the
normal?
The Drake Master guy? Or was,
yeah,
no, he was the first boss. Or
was he the
second
first?
boss?
I don't know. We couldn't get past him.
Yeah.
I was playing a hunter. I was a shit hunter.
That was hard when it was current though, because you had to like control the drakes and stuff. Like I had that on farm, so I didn't ever really know how that fight went. But
yeah, I was playing an undead hunter at the time, named Green Jello. Question 7. What is the name of the Priest 7.2 class mount? At 7.2 as in patch 7.2 from Legion. All right, you both basically passed. So nobody gets a point. The answer is the High Priest's Lightsworn Seeker. I lost my spot. Shit. All right, question 8, and the score stands at 3-4. How do you trigger an awkward response from a priest NPC by entering Stormwind Cathedral? This is worded a little shitty, so I might just give you guys a pass on it. All right, I'm going to give you guys a pass on this and replace it with what would have been a tiebreaker question. The answer is technically be a void elf. The guy is basically like, oh shit, you're a void elf. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking psycho.
Wait, so if I take Slide Jules... Oh shit, we haven't said that in a while, Slide Jules. So if I take her over to the Stormwind Cathedral, the priest will start like freaking out?
He'll be like politely rude.
Walk in and he'll be like awkward with me.
He's gonna be like politely rude to you.
Okay, well that's cool. I also just wanted to say Slide Jules again.
Is that how?
That was awesome.
Is that another way we can describe our show? Politely rude.
In a classy way.
Oh my god.
Because we are so classy.
I lost my spot. Hold on. Fuck. Okay. So I'm replacing that question with what would have been the tiebreaker question. What is the name of the City of the Goblins, which we have never seen in game? We have just seen it talked about.
I know this. It's somewhere on my tape. I swear it is. Oh my gosh.
Bent, I'm going to give you a do-over. That is the starting island. It's not their city.
It's like the underground
They do
place.
talk about it there, though.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh my god, I suck. I cannot remember this shit. Did I also just name the starting island like an idiot?
You did. Well, not like an idiot. Don't be mean to yourself. I can't give either of you a point here, though, because Bent said Kajamite, and that's the stuff they mine. But speaking of mine, that's the name of the city, Undermine.
Really?
And you both guessed
Undermine.
Kazan, which makes sense because that's the starting zone.
Yeah.
God, I lisp so bad. It is hard to combat that. Okay. So that was the stand-in for question 8. So we're going to question 9 now. The score still stands at 3-4 in favor of Bent. But neither of you can eat that birthday cake this week. So, question 9. In the Worgen starting zone, there is a character who resents the Gilneans' acceptance of the Worgen curse and chooses death instead. This character is then later a boss in a dungeon located in Silverpine Forest. What is this character's name?
Oh my god. I hate this. Because I know who you're talking about and I just can never remember like names.
If you think this is hard, wait until you see the last question.
He's like a mage dude at the where you go to get the big love rocket, but like that's not the dungeon he's in, but that dungeon, that place.
Bent answered it correctly.
What is it?
It is Lord Vincent Godfrey.
Oh no, that's not what I was thinking about at all.
I
fucked
kept
that up.
debating between him and Crowley.
How did you? Oh, okay, come on. You're not Googling. It's like Archmage Fangle something or no? Who are you debating between?
If you're talking about Ergal, he was in the old Shadowfang Keep. Shadowfang Keep, and he was.
That's who I was thinking of.
He was also not in the Worgen starting zone.
Okay. Yeah, I was fucking up then all over the place, as per usual.
But without him, the Worgen would never have been summoned back into Azeroth.
Godfrey was the one he splintered away from Greymane, right? When Greymane wanted to build the wall and stuff? Okay, I'm just totally
You're thinking Darius Crowley. He's the one who had that revolution.
Ugh. I'm the worst.
I know too much about this shit. You are not the worst. I'm just a gigantic fucking loser. Okay. Question 10. This might be really difficult. It might be really easy. If I asked you to kill a mob named Bristlemall, what zone would you need to travel to? The mob's name is Bristlemall.
That's a hard guess. And you know what? You don't get to call yourself a big fucking loser at all. Don't. No. This is a happy place. Okay. Don't do it.
That works.
Yeah. Yeah.
You both missed it. It is actually High Mountain. Bristlemall is a bear.
Oh, he sounded like one of those pig people to me, so I had said Razor Fen Crawl.
That's a good guess. Bent said Bent said Drustvar.
That would also kind of make sense because the Drust did have those weird, like spiky, like pigs and bears. I have a couple of those pigs tamed with like the spikes that come off them. They're pretty dope.
Yeah. Well, that is the end of our trivia. Bent won trivia, although there is no head of the class. Nobody's eating ass, aka birthday cake, anymore this week.
Hey, no one said that at all. No one said that no one said that that's not happening, but yeah. I can't believe that Bent won. He always whoops me.
Well, maybe next week you'll get him back. Wait, no. Are you taking trivia next week?
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. I just got caught up by the life boss this week. I appreciate you taking over.
Kid's birthday has got to come before a hobby of a podcast and a video game. It's just the reality.
It's just how it is.
I hope your kid had a great birthday. Actually, that's my final thought. That's my final thought. I hope your kid had a good birthday.
Oh, thank you. Wooly, wish you happy birthday. You want to say for the horde real quick? Come on.
Do it.
Do it.
Go on.
No, go ahead.
For the horde.
Heck yeah.
He leaned right into the mic. That might have been loud. Sorry.
No, it was fine.
Oh,
That was,
hell yes.
I guess
So
that was
long
my.
as he's the best character, no cap.
I gotta.
This little girl. Okay,
oh boy.
no, you just got your privileges taken away.
Sylvanas was a great character before Alex Afrazi-Osby messed her up. Okay.
Oh, if that was the only thing he messed up, I've been really happy about it. But at least we don't have
Yeah.
to deal with his nonsense anymore.
What a jerk. Anyway, what's your final thought? Because mine was all that birthday stuff.
I'm gonna say I think I'm gonna hit y'all up. I might start a GoFundMe so that when Bent shits himself at his computer, we can just GoFundMe and clean his carpets and stuff.
Oh my lord. It's like that episode of South Park where they get back at their parents by rubbing shit on the walls. Ben, what's your final thought?
I'm not gonna shit myself, and this is not gonna be rubbed on the walls. Final thought is
Damn, Woolie's bored waiting for you, Bent. Come
No,
on.
I'm
I
just
can't say
really,
one.
Holy
I'm really
shit.
fucking tired. I didn't even
Oh,
hit my
no.
push to talk button for that, so the show didn't hear me yawn, but Discord
Oh
did.
no, it was just us.
Cookies. Cookies is my final thought.
Yes.
Yeah, you've had enough cookies.
Yeah, for real, man, that edible shit lasts a long time, so I wouldn't take any more. Anyway, you can go ahead and follow us in the places. On Twitter, individually, we are at Wooly08, at Hunter Gershom, Gershom, and also my name is two O's, 2 L's, and a Y in Wooly. You can follow Bent at Bentolas _outlaw, BENTOLAS, and our show at ThrallsBallsPod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Feel free to give us an email with any feedback, thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. Leave a review in the podcast directory at bonusworld.gg, and we'll teabag you on the show. And last but not least, feel free, and please do, join Discord by going to thrallsballs.com. Bye, we love you, be good.